Happy holidays, everybody. I am Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing here with one of our superstar authors, Joanie Lindenmeyer, and it's our mission to go live every Friday to teach you everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote an amazing book, just like Joanie did. She is the author of best-selling Nun Better, which she wrote under my guidance as her book coach, editor, and publisher. Welcome, Joanie.
Hi there, Elizabeth. Happy day. And I love how you say we go live. Isn't that the theme of life? Go live every
Yes,
day. Thank
it's
you. You look fabulous. I love your tree in the background. I have my angel behind me.
Oh, I
And
love
yes,
that. I love it.
yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
I love that. So
Thank
it's,
you for having me and thank you for doing these beautiful podcasts that can go around the world.
yeah. So you and I have been going live for like 6 months or more at least. And, we both are such powerhouses of knowledge about writing and publishing a book. Catherine here at Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, Catherine Greenspan, my business partner, and I are approaching our 8-year anniversary in business. And we've published more than 40 books, mostly against the odds success stories, memoirs by diverse authors, such as yourself, because your book is an LGBTQ plus love story. And we're so very proud of your book. And then
Thank you.
everybody, Joni and I are writing two books together that will come out in June of 2024. One is called Joyously Free, about living and loving with freedom and power as an LGBTQ plus person, ally, or parent. And the other one is Healing Religious Hurts, and it's about how to heal your traumas, guilt, shame, whatever happened with your religion, whatever your beliefs are. It's all about helping you live and love better with your connection to God and spirit. So Joni and I are
Yes.
here for you to help you write some books, and that's why we share tips every Friday. And so,
Yes.
Joni, how are you feeling today? It's the Friday before Christmas.
I am so awesome. I'm decked out today in Carol's stained glass scarf, and she just loved color. And stained glass is just so apropos right now for what's going on in terms of the vision and the color and the rebirth and just the whole Hanukkah and Christmas celebration. Yesterday was winter solstice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, and again, I don't know, here in Oregon, the sunset and the sun was just gorgeously in colors yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I am feeling and doing great. And how about you?
I'm feeling phenomenal. I've never been more excited about a new year and all the potential that it holds, and everything is beautiful. I'm just immersed in gratitude and really
Nice.
excited. And also for Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, helping everybody achieve the goal of writing and publishing an amazing book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And I call that here's my one and only prop beside my scarf. It's a red ribbon. It's a bow.
oh,
Because, I guess I look at what you have done, you and Two Sisters, you and Catherine, and your team and my team, that None Better has been a gift to the world in 2023. And
yes.
it's like, this is the season for gifts. And it's like, I just so believe that this gift of None Better has just been circulating, and the bows are on people's heads now because they've read it and they've had stories that they could relate to and connect to. Their story may not be my story because that's my
Hmm.
story, but
Hmm.
everybody has a story and everybody sees and experiences things in their own unique way. But we're
Hmm.
all gifts. So if I
Yeah.
could, I'd put this on your head, Elizabeth. I'd put this on your
Oh.
head and call you like the best package in the world right now. You're the gift.
Oh, thank you, Joni. That's so sweet. That's so
You're
sweet.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk, speaking of gifts, we're going to talk about how your book is a gift to the world and offer some tips for utilizing the togetherness of family over the holidays or friends, people who've known you for a long time, if you're writing your book. So first, we're going to talk about how your book is a gift to the world, and secondly, how to glean information that's research content for your book when you're with people, especially elders who have family stories if you're writing a memoir or if you're writing a novel. Sometimes stories can just be fodder for your storytelling in your fiction. So, Joni, let's talk first about how your book is a gift to the world. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. elaborate on a gift to the world. You can reach people every day and you meet them at the gas station or you meet them in the grocery store. But to reach a people and peoples around the world is just a concept that blows me away. And this is what the book has done. I have met more new people this year, and I know that the book is going to people that I don't even know. Normally our circles are pretty tight with our friends and our family and our communities. But to think of your book, people writing your book will be shared and paid forward and passed on from one place to another place, and in a timeless fashion. It doesn't have to be on the same day that it was published and launched. It keeps on going. It's like the Energizer battery. It just keeps on going. And that's
Yes.
the power of the gift around the world. Who could
Mm-hmm.
imagine? I've had, I don't know, numerous text messages with Pope's proclamation right now that same-sex marriage, not marriages, same-sex relationships can be blessed by a Catholic priest, not in a liturgical setting. It's a stepping stone. The window has been opened. The door is still closed, but the window has been opened. And those are gifts also. And I've had text messages that said, Joanie, I think Carol and Nun Better might have influenced the Pope. You sent him the book. Maybe this is one part of the whole bigger picture of
Oh,
what's going on. And can you imagine everybody's prayers, everybody's thoughts, everybody's willingness to say, love is love. And that's the power of the gift of love to go around the world. I don't know if this makes sense to you. It totally makes sense to me. You jump in there, Elizabeth. What
Joni.
do you think?
Joni, that is incredible. So, everybody, I want you to really understand this. Joni has sent her book to the Pope, Pope Francis.
I
Joni's
sent it in
story
March.
in March when the book came out. So,
Yes.
Joni and Carol were former Catholic nuns when they were nuns when they fell in love in the 80s, and they petitioned the church, the Catholic Church, to recognize gay marriage so that they could marry in their Catholic Church, which is where they were committed their lives. The church never said yes, never responded. However, now with this book and more dialogue, this book potentially helped to influence the Pope to ease the Catholic Church's restrictions on gay love, to acknowledge and allow priests to give blessings to gay couples. That's huge. It's not allowing gay marriage in the Catholic Church yet, but it's huge. So listen, when we say your book could be a gift to the world, do you know how many people, if this book was an influence on the Pope to make that declaration this past week, or part of the collective petitioning of the Pope to make
Yes.
change,
Yes.
imagine your book being able to make change the world literally. Oh, I have
Yes.
chills from head to toe, Joni. Thank you for
Yes.
drawing that together. That's huge. Do you know how many millions of people around the world that blessing of gay marriage in the Catholic, gay relationships in the Catholic Church can affirm?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that is so
Yes.
powerful. So don't
Yes.
underestimate, if you're writing a book, don't underestimate the power of your book to help change lives,
That's
to
right.
help
That's
inform
right.
people, instruct people, uplift people, inspire people. It could literally save a life.
Yes.
We
And a lot
have,
of people, say it's limitless. Personally, I like the word abundant. It's abundant. What you can do, everybody listening right now, your writing, your storytelling will be abundantly affecting, is that affecting or effecting other people? And it's going to go not just today, it's tomorrow, and it's next year, and it's whenever somebody finds it on a dusty bookshelf or whatever may happen. It's incredible, Elizabeth. And oh my gosh, I talk about gratitude. I am so happy and joyful from the inside out about that. And I know I feel like I'm a little jitterbug or something. I don't know. I'm just a sparkling Christmas light, or I don't know what it is, but it's like so internal and external. And everyone else out there, I hope it's the same for you, and or it can be. That's the cool thing. It can be.
Hmm.
Anything is possible.
Hmm.
Anything
Hmm.
is possible.
Hmm. Anything is possible. That's the movie that I'm in that's streaming on Peacock and Amazon. Anything is possible. It's true. If you
Yeah.
keep the faith, the hope, and do the work, anything is possible.
Nothing is
So,
impossible with God or your higher power or whomever you are. Oh,
yeah, yeah,
powerful, powerful.
yeah. I love that. Love, love, love it. Anything is possible. So,
Yep.
Joni, let's talk about how it's so important to gather
Hey, getting
information
getting
from
hot here.
yes, yes. From your elders when you or any family members when you're together for the holidays. Because
Uh-huh.
once they're gone, their information in their words, their perspectives, their memories are gone as well. So if you're gathering with family and you're working on your memoir, especially, you need family history that's accurate. So it's a perfect opportunity to talk with your family members. You can videotape them with your phone so you don't have to take notes. You've got it on video. You've got them telling their story. You can use the audio app if they don't want to be on camera. And then you can get it transcribed. So you've got it in words. So your book is already being written in their words. And if you're writing fiction, you can just hear family stories that are usually wilder, stranger than fiction, and you can incorporate them into your storytelling as well. So
Yes.
just use your holiday gathering time as a research experience and, make everybody feel comfortable and safe. And if you are interviewing people that you're concerned about the legalities, like say, for example, you write an amazing book and you end up on all the top shows and you're a bestseller, you're making money, you get a movie deal. Sometimes even family members might come after you expecting money as a result of their participation. So I highly recommend, even with family members, to use a release form, a standard release form saying, I agree to this interview, and I understand that I have no right to any of the money, rights, anything else pertaining to the derivatives of this book. So, very important. It's business, family, sometimes doesn't mix, but protect yourself because if you write something amazing, they're going to sometimes they might come to you with their hand out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's such a good point because you had several good points in there, Elizabeth. One is the elders, and it's so cool to see. I'm going to give you an example. You know my sister Gail. Gail, I know you're probably listening to this, and I hope this is okay. I'm coming out on your behalf here. But Gail has written her story and of her life, and she wanted it to wants it to go to her family. And I just think it's so cool as she's remembering her childhood and how important that is to share those fun stories. I know of
Uh-huh.
other that are also writing and looking back. They're in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they're writing things down to be able to give it to their family. And
Mm.
it's cool. And the sharing of those stories crack me up because when I wrote None Better, my experience of the story was a little bit different than my sister Terry's. She goes, well, I remember this, not this. I remember this, not this.
Yes.
And then my
Yes.
friend Maggie's like, Joni, you sure that really happened? I was there too, but I saw it this way. And it's
Uh-huh.
just a hoot to know how we each remember certain details or feelings from those moments of life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. So that was a point that Catherine brought up today about how we all remember things differently. And it's
Uh-huh.
really, really important to get everybody's perspective, whether you agree with it or not. I mean, we all do remember things differently. And sadly, a lot of the things that are remembered can be painful.
Mhm.
So brace yourself for that if it's going to wrench open a wound or trauma when you see
Uh-huh.
certain people or hear certain stories over the holidays. Just be aware of that. But sometimes when you do face that trauma and heal it, you can release it and no longer carry it into the new year and the rest of your life. So
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
really
Mhm.
important. A lot of people, when
Mhm.
they're writing a memoir, they ask about the legalities of accusing someone of something, especially if it's criminal, like if a family member sexually abused a person as a child and no charges were ever brought, child protective services were never involved. What do you do with that? And it's unfortunately quite common. And so I
Mm.
always say talk to a lawyer. Even if you change names and circumstances, your family will probably remember, recognize that person, and others in the neighborhood, for example, might. And you want to protect yourself against any lawsuits by someone who feels slandered. And if there's no legal documentation to back up the accusation with a prosecution or conviction, which then
Mm-hmm.
makes it public record and you can use it to your heart's desire. You just really want to protect yourself if it's just your word against theirs. It's your
Mm-hmm.
story,
Mm-hmm.
it's your truth, and that's powerful and worthy of being published. Just understand whatever you write about somebody else, there could be legal ramifications.
Right, right. And that brings back, thank goodness again for you and your two sisters team. I remember in my introduction of None Better, this is Joanie, and I'm paraphrasing. This is Joanie, and this is how I remember my stories that I experienced. And so I
Hmm.
guess that was my acclamation or whatever the word is that says, this is how I remember it. And
Hmm.
um, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And thank goodness I didn't have a lot of well, maybe I don't know. I don't think of my life as traumatic or there was nothing criminal in there at all. Thank goodness,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
knock on wood that I that I stay out of the criminal world. But who knows?
No, you're truly an earth angel, Joni, because you just are in your everyday interactions with people and the lives you touch, especially with the opportunities where the doors have opened because of your book. So, for example, Joni was recently in Arkansas visiting family, and she went to a drug treatment recovery center and spoke to people, and she was just an absolute ray of sunshine. So, you are doing that. You're an earth angel. Fortunately, you have had your own struggles, like with the church and acceptance, and you've had some harassment as an LGBTQ plus person back in the day. It's in the
And that
book.
doesn't go away. Just had it happen the other day. And I had two allies stick up for me, and it was absolutely beautiful. It caught me in tears afterward. But it's like, I get so tired of the people that hate for whatever the reason, and it's like it's ongoing. I don't know if you experience that, but as a lesbian woman, sometimes it just feels like it's ongoing. Here we are in 2023, and I'm at an event, and it's like, wow. It's like, gosh, the homophobia and the hate. And thank God for allies, and that's in our books. Thank God for allies that stand up for who we are. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end, I was like with this person, it was like, and I said to him, can I give you a hug? And he actually accepted a hug from me because I'm beyond the drama and the game. You know what? It's like, hey, I don't have time to be messing with this. I'm going to stick to love, and I'm going to stick to peace, and I'm going to stick to harmony, and I'm going to stick to not judging anybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome, Joni. That's beautiful. So, any more tips for people during this holiday week of whatever holiday you celebrate? This is for everybody. Joni and I just happen to celebrate Christmas.
Mhm.
But whatever you celebrate, and there are family gatherings, even if it's for New Year's Day, a lot of people get together for that day with friends. Um, any other words, Joni, about how your book is a gift and how you should solicit people for information and stories?
Oh, I guess my big tip is stories are everywhere, and it's not just with your families. It's with friends. And I received a little email last night from Pride San Diego from Joe, your story was incredible, and you don't know how these stories come about. This came out in an email to me. It's not even a personal one-on-one contact. So I guess what I'm saying for my tip is be open, because the stories are going to come from all different ways, just all different ways, and be open to really not just hear them, but to listen from your heart. What's really behind the scenes when this person tells the story? I
Mm.
think, to me, that's the key, because you can hear it, but then you go a little deeper, and it's like, why are they sharing the story? What's so important about the story to them that I'm privileged and honored to be a part of?
Mm-hmm.
because it truly is a gift to hear somebody else's story. And
Mm.
I guess that's my tip, Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that, Joni. That's so powerful. Well,
And
everybody,
you're with your mom and your sister. And and I think that's really, really cool. And I don't know the rest of your family stuff for Christmas, but I just think that's really, really cool. I've sort of celebrated with my family throughout the year. It's not the time right now to be with my family, but I have my surrogate family. I have my community of people from pickleball to church to LGBTQ to neighborhood. And that's my bonded family. So
mm-hmm.
I love the expansiveness of family.
I love it, Joni. That's awesome. Well, all of you writers out there, now's the time to get it done. Watch our talk from last Friday where we discussed the importance of finally getting your book done in the new year. It's so easy to set the goal, but then the time just flies and we find ourselves in December once again with no book. So now's the time to do it. I'm a book coach. I can help you just like I helped Joni start with an
Yeah.
idea. She's
Yes.
never written a book before, retired physical education teacher and former nun. She's never done this, but I guided her every step and she rocked it. And now her book is a bestseller, touching lives everywhere. So you can do the same. And so please watch all of our interviews every Friday. The playlist is here on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing channel on YouTube. And also email me, drop us a comment, questions that you want to see answered in a future talk. Please also go to twosisterswriting.com and learn how I can help you as your book coach. I would love to help you, and also as a publisher and an editor. So, everybody, we wish you the happiest holidays. And please, if you are trying to write a book, let's change it from trying to succeeding. This is your
Yes.
time. Yes, your book is a gift to the world, and there's no better time than now to get started. So, Joni, any last words of goodbye?
Yes, I know. Here I go. Question for you, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Since we're talking about gifts and stories, think back to your childhood. What was the best gift you ever received as a child for Christmas or for a birthday? A gift received.
Um, I was a Barbie fiend. I loved Barbie and Barbie clothes, Barbie shoes, Ken, the condo, the Corvette, growing up Skipper, Barbie's friends. I had it all. Catherine and I had the whole Barbie hookup. And so I just loved Barbie. And I feel like I'm living the liberated Barbie life now. I'm a grown up and I get to wear like Barbie stiletto high heels and Barbie outfits and just live in the Barbie life, but not plastic, not fake, not a toy, a real person with intelligence, ambition, and success, achievement. So that's representing all that for me, what Barbie was and is. Um, so yeah, and you're wearing Barbie pink today.
There I am. There I am. Yeah. I love that. And everybody, see how simple that was? We just heard an incredible story from author, publisher, editor Elizabeth. And you know what? You can turn those stories into a book. And I'm not going to take Elizabeth's story and put it in a book, but that's a great way to start the conversation for a story. So I
Hmm.
just want to say to everybody, this podcast was about gifts and stories, and we just heard from a gifter and a storyteller. Thank you,
Hmm.
Elizabeth. Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Joni, and happy holidays to all of you. Again, now's the time to write. Please go to twosisterswriting.com, and we wish you the happiest holidays, an amazing new year when you can become a published author. So happy writing, and we'll see you next time.
All righty. Be happy day.